Kool TV proudly presents Lewis County Lions baseball as the Kool Sports Network brings you coverage of the Lions live from Vanceburg, Kentucky. Now let's head to the field for the pregame show and Lewis County Lions baseball live on Kool TV.
A pleasant good evening from Vanceburg as we get you set for 63rd District baseball action with Lewis County and Greenup County here in the second game of the two meetings won by the Musketeers last night down in Lloyd. Hello, everyone. James Carr, happy to have you along with us. It's going to feel like it's 75 and at the beach after what they played through last night. 40 degrees, winds at 30. I mean, it was blustery cold. The only thing we didn't have last night was snow flying around. But this evening, still windy, but the sun is out, and it looks beautiful here in Vanceburg as these two square off for game number 2 of the 63rd District seeding matchups. We'll step out for a break. We'll come back. We'll meet our starting lineups to get you ready for first pitch. Greenup County and Lewis County as we continue our coverage here on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy. At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. For over a century, KCU has been transforming the hearts and minds of students through a Christ-centered academic community that is both academically rigorous and intimately personal. Begin the journey to the career of your dreams today at kcu.edu.
Back here in Vanceburg as we get you set for Greenup County and Lewis County. Game number 2 of the 63rd District seeding games opening week. Last night it was Greenup County winning down in Lloyd 11-7. So game 2 comes back here after, again, it was supposed to play here Monday night, but the weather washed that one out. So they played last night and then back here tonight. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. We'll start first with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Greenup County Musketeers. Leading things off. Oh, other one. There we go. Leading things off and playing shortstop is Sawyer Hatfield. Batting second and pitching is Casey Gammon. Batting third at third base is Ty Logan. The cleanup hitter is the first baseman, Gavin Roy. Batting fifth in center field, Hunter Holbrook. Batting sixth and playing second base is Luke Boggs. Batting seventh and catching, Colin Alexander. Batting eighth in right field is Kyler Robinson. And batting ninth in left field is Gage Lamarck. Hatfield, Gammon, Logan, Roy, Holbrook, Boggs, Alexander, Robinson, and Lamarck. Now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Lewis County Lions. Leading things off and playing center field is Connor Plank. Batting second is shortstop Kyron Ferguson. Batting third and playing second base is Cameron Ferris. The cleanup hitter is the pitcher Waylon Reeder. Batting fifth at third base, Zane Smike. Batting sixth at first base, Brody Detillion. Batting seventh and catching is Parker Jordan. Batting eighth in right field, Bryson Toller. And batting ninth and playing left field is Bob McGlone. Plank, Ferguson, Ferris, Reeder, Smike, Detillion, Jordan Toller, and McGlone. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll meet our defensive alignments, our starting pitchers, and get you ready for first pitch. 63rd District seeding matchup, Greenup and Lewis, when we continue our coverage here on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter. Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Back here in Vanceburg, as our home plate umpire and our field official meets with both head coaches tonight, our umpires tonight, James Powers behind the plate, Jason Bradshaw will be on the bases. So we're ready for announcements, our first of our lineups, and then we'll be ready for action to get going. Greenup County comes with a record of 8-8. They're 1-0 in district play. Talking with Steve Logan just a little bit ago, and we talked about the Doc Morse tournament they played over the weekend, and he said the Beechwood game, he said it was 1-0 after 5 innings. He said we just had the wheels fall off, and it turned into a 10-0 ball game. A one-run loss to Gray Crossing, a 1-run loss to Ryle, and they come home, with 3 straight losses after rolling off 4 consecutive, going back through the beach. But he said last night, as soon as he got to the dugout, he said he could just tell. He said the guys wasn't there. And he said, but the thing is, he said, it's 40 degrees and the wind's blowing 30 degrees. He said, it's hard to get amped up for that, obviously. But either way, they found a way to ink out a victory last night at 11-7. For Lewis County, they come out with a record of 3-9. They defeated Breathitt County on Saturday, 7-6. That was in the Harrison County Hometown Pharmacy Invitational. They fell to Harrison County in that game, 14-3. The win snapped a 3-game losing streak. Lions started off with 4 straight losses. They got in a 12-11 win, 8 innings over Ashland. Lost to Bath County, beat Morgan County, and then fell to West Carter and Rowan County.
Number 15, Kyron Ferguson.
So next week, we'll go back Monday, Tuesday. Up next for Greenup County is Russell. They'll entertain Russell on Monday, go to Russell on Tuesday. Lewis County will connect with Raceland. They'll be home on Monday night, at Raceland on Tuesday night. We'll have both of those games right here on Kool TV.
Brody Detillion, batting 7th.
Lewis County in the powder blues tonight, lines across the chest. Greenup County in the grays with the green numerals and letters and the gold outline. All right, we're going to step out for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have first pitch. Greenup County and Lewis next on Kool TV.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Since 1932, we've been a proud part of Kentucky, dedicated to serving our members with integrity, respect, and a commitment to excellence. We believe that by working together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for retirement, or starting your own business, we're here to help you every step of the way. So stop wishing and start doing. and let's build a financially successful future together. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with a vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every epic stuffed crust with a whole lot of flavor. And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuff into our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
Look at the starting pitcher for the Lewis County Lions. Waylon Reeder will take the ball this afternoon.
6'6", weight 245,
Sixth appearance of the season, an 0-3 record with a 6.30 ERA. 20 innings of work, 26 hits given up, 13 strikeouts, and 10 walks. Surrounded 26 runs, 18 of those have been earned. Defensively behind him, it'll look like this. McGlone, Plank, and Toller, that's left to right. Third to first to Smike, Ferguson, Ferris, and DeTillion, with Jordan behind the dish.
He didn't say much, kind of quiet and shy. And if you spoke at all, he just said hi.
Reeder will go after the top three of the order for the Musketeers. Hatfield, Gammon, and Logan. As Lewis County tries to even things up at a game apiece to open up 63rd District play, which goes the next 2 weeks after this week. Lewis County, again, with Raceland next week. They'll have Russell the following week. 63rd District tournament over at Raceland this season. It'll come up the week before Memorial Day. And then we'll go to regional tournament during Memorial Day week. And it's going to be interesting that week, too, because we're going to have some issues this year where we've got a lot of schools that missed a lot of school this year, and they're going to be into graduations during regional tournament week. So there's going to be some wiggling, moving around from there, trying to keep up with everything that's got to be played out through the regional tournament. It'll be interesting to see how they decide to go from there. So we're ready for action to get underway as Sawyer Howfield will lead things off for us. Batting .275 on the season, 14 hits, 5 driven in, 7 walks to 2 doubles, excuse me. Reeder, a right-hander, 1 foot on, 1 foot off the rubber as he's ready to come toward the plate, and here it comes, and it's lifted skyward into the infield. First baseman DeTillion comes in, makes the catch. 1 out of the inning, and this ball game is underway at 6:02 under sunny skies. A few clouds hanging over top, 62 degrees. But a beautiful evening for baseball here in Vanceburg. So Casey Gammon will climb in. Gammon batting .375 on the season, 18 hits, 12 driven in. First pitch up and in for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Just above the hands. 2 balls and no strikes to Gammon. Talked to Greg a little bit earlier this evening. We had a good sit down and talk for 15 minutes or so. And I asked him, I said, how's Casey doing this year, kind of making that next step forward? He said, a little slow of a start. He said, really starting to get things to come around, especially on the mound. He said the big thing was, he said he really struggled finding the zone early, but he's made some nice adjustments and got himself settled in. He'll go with the bump for the Musketeers this evening and looks to go out and try to pitch his team into a victory. Reeder gets it to a 2-1 count. Big breaking ball. Snaps that one off on a 12-6. Count goes to 2-2. Check our Kool Sports trivia question coming up in the top of the second inning. Reeder ready to go. Back to a 2-2. This one's chopped out towards short. Ferguson scoops, settles and throws. 2 down. My crew this evening, executive producer is Jeff Irwin. His lovely wife Rachel is with us as well. My student from Raceland Media Department of Philip Roark is on board with us tonight, taking care of all your field level shots. Great to have him on board. So 2 down, bases empty. Ty Logan steps in. He looks at a first pitch breaker in there for a called strike. Logan, a junior, batting .341 on the season. 15 hits, 14 driven in, 1 triple on the year. He's got 11 walks. Reeder looking for a clean inning here in the first. This one's chopped out towards second. Ferris backhand juggles, settles and throws. Nice hold there by Detillion. And a 1-2-3 inning for the Lions here in the first. We've played a half an inning in Vanceburg. We're scoreless with Lewis County coming to bat when we return after this on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pop and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Casey Gammon on the bump tonight for the Musketeers, making his 7th appearance, a 2-3 record with a 5.09 ERA. 22 innings of work, 29 hits, 20 strikeouts, and 7 walks, giving up 26 runs. 16 of those have been earned. Defensively behind him, it'll look like this: Lamarck, Holbrook, and Robinson. That's left to right. Third to first, Logan, Hatfield, Boggs, and Roy. Alexander behind the dish. Blank, Ferguson, and Ferris, the 3 that'll go for the Lions here in the first after a clean first inning defensively. Reeder got fly ball and a pair of groundouts. Ferris made a nice play out there at second base on a ball that looked like it was going to sneak through, and then he knocked it down and gobbled it back up and made a strong throw over to first.
Up first for the Lions, number 1, Connor Plank.
So Connor Plank will start us off here in the home first inning, a .278 hitter. 10 hits, 7 driven in, 2 doubles, 7 walks. He'll swing it from the left-hand side. Outfield straight away, very shallow though. Gammon's first pitch misses low for a ball. Good velocity by the right-hander. Some of them actually go back and forth on here. 1 foot on the rubber, 1 foot off as he goes back to his motion. And misses that one upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. It gets past the catcher to the backstop. 11-7 winners last night were the Musketeers, evening their season record to 8-8. 2-0 pitch, downstairs 3-0. Blank with good speed from the top of the order. He can get on, give Lewis County some opportunities to do some stuff, and he's going to take a 4-pitch walk. As Gammon kind of looking of where was that pitch missed. So Plank a leadoff walk, and it'll bring in the shortstop of Kyron Ferguson.
Kyron Ferguson.
Ferguson, a senior, batting .441 on the season, leads the team in hits with 15. 5 runs driven in with a double and 8 walks. Plank takes the lead from first as Gammon from the chest. Slings that one down and away, and it's 5 pitches, and they're all been balls for Casey Gammon. There will not be too many more of those before we will Steve Logan from the dugout for a quick conversation. Lewis County jumped on Greenup last night 1-0 right out of the gate, and then they kind of got into a match back and forth. There goes the runner. Breaking ball is called a strike. Throw down to second base is not in time. Getting through the tag is Plank with a stolen base. So the Lions with a runner in scoring position on the ice and cards and collectibles. Instant replay. Just got past the tag there of Hatfield. So 1-1 at the plate to the shortstop Ferguson. Breaking ball down and away, 2-1. Check scores around Major League Baseball this evening as we get going through. Several games already final today, 4 to be exact. 2-1 breaking ball, nice pitch there from Gammon. It catches the edge, 2-2. Braves fall to the Blue Jays 3-1. It was the Twins over the Mets in 10, 4-3. Brewers beat the Tigers 5-1, and it was the Cardinals over the Astros 4-1. Nice pitch on the change piece. It gets him at the knees for a called strike 3. 1 down in the inning. So 1 down, a runner at second base, and the second baseman Cam Ferris comes in. Ferris batting .419 on the season with 13 hits, 7 driven in, 6 doubles, 5 walks on the year, an opportunity to give his team an early 1-0 lead. Fouls this one off the first base side, out of play. Game's currently underway right now. Only one still going. Padres lead the Cubs 2-1 out at Petco in San Diego. Getting ready to get going. Orioles are entertaining the Guardians. Nationals are at the Pirates. Mariners are at the Reds. This one's foul tipped into the mitt. D-backs are down in Miami, and the Giants are in Philadelphia. 7 o'clock games tonight. Red Sox and the Rays. Royals, Yankees, and the Bronx. And Athletics are at the White Sox. 0-2. Tries to spot it on the outside corner just a little bit off the plate. 1-2. There's no better sound than this click of cleats on concrete. I was walking around earlier and heard those. I was like, man, I missed that. This one's fouled away. Hard to believe this playing surface was underwater 2 weeks ago. It looks beautiful. 1-2. Tries to go to the top of the zone and misses. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tight strike zone tonight. Gammon struggling to find the spot consistently. Plank away from second base. The 2-2. Fouled away. Ferris will hang around for another. If nothing else, making Gammon labor here in the first frame. Already 15 pitches deep into this ball game. $15 pitches, 7 strikes. Count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes to the second baseman Ferris. Breaking ball lifted skyward onto the first base side. First baseman Roy drops back, makes the catch, and hauls it in for the second out of the inning.
What's that? Up next to the Lions, number 9, John Reeder.
So Waylon John Reeder, which one is his first name? Is it Waylon and then John?
I'm going to say yes to that.
Okay. Waylon John, that's why they call him Big John. 257 hitter, 9 hits, 4 driven in, a chance to help his own cause here. And he chases a big slider down and away for a strike, 0-1. Smike in the on-deck circle would go next if Reeder reaches. Big open stance by the pitcher. 0-1. Gets in on the hands, and this one's fouled away, and it's quickly 0-2. Beautiful evening here for baseball. It had been very breezy when we first got here. Right now, the flag is just dangling across the mast. Here's the 0-2. That's another breaking ball, but it misses wide, 1-2. Scoreless here in the first. Greenup win in order. Plank with a leadoff walk has moved out to second base with a stolen base. That's where we are certainly right now for a 2-2 count. That's in there for a called strike 3, and that'll end the inning. 2 strikeouts for Casey Gammon. We're scoreless through 1. We're back for more after this on Kool TV.
Here at Kentucky Christian University, we believe that nursing saves lives. Nursing is more than a career, it's a calling. KCU has a reputation for producing exemplary graduates who excel both clinically and professionally. With options for both in-person and online studies, KCU is ready to help you begin the career of your dreams today. Find out more at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Off to the top of the second inning in a scoreless ball game. Due up this inning, Roy, Holbrook, and Boggs for Greenup County. Let's take a look at our Kool Sports trivia question. This day in Major League Baseball history back in 1997, this team breaks the record for the worst start to a season. Who was it? You can text me at 606-571-7281. A, the Cubs, B, the Tigers, C, the Angels, or D, the Twins. Again, 1997 on this date in Major League Baseball history, this team off to the worst start in Major League Baseball history to that point. I'll throw a little caveat in there. That record does not still stand. It was broken mightily. We'll check the answer in the top of the 5th inning. Reeder worked a clean first. Now can he do the same here in the second as he'll go on against 4, 5, and 6.
Up to bat for the Musketeers.
Gavin Roy, Hunter Holbrook, and Luke Boggs. And Gavin Roy will start us off, the first baseman. First pitch misses and goes to the backstop. .298 hitter is the junior. 14 hits, 17 driven in, 4 doubles, 7 walks on the year. Here's the 1-0. Comes down and in. That one kicks past the catcher into the backstop again. 2-0. With a backdoor breaker there. Trying to get it on the foot. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. Bottom just fell out of that one. Nice pitch there by Reeder. Outfield shifted a little bit into the right gap. This one's off the end of the bat and a foul ball to the third base side. Count goes to 2-2. Right-hander back into his motion. And he hits a bullet right back at Reeder that nearly undresses him on the bump. Takes his hat off as it goes through the glove. An absolute bullet off the bat. And Wallingford's going to come out and have a quick word with his pitcher just to make certain everything's good to go as we take a look at this on the Ison's Cards and Collectibles instant replay. Man, that one was a dangerous shot. So our first hit of the ball game is Mr. Reeder says, I'm all good. And I'll bring in the center fielder of Hunter Holbrook.
Up next, number 6, Hunter Holbrook.
And as a pitcher, this is one of the things where the most important thing you can do right here on this pitch is throw a strike. 375 hitter is Hunter. 12 runs driven in with 2 doubles. And there's the first pitch that's in there for a call strike 0-1. Holbrook, a sophomore. Greenup on the season has been aggressive on the base pass, 42 of 45 as we get a check of the runner back at first base. Roy has only swiped 1 stolen base on the season, though. The long pause. To the plate. That one's past the catcher to the backstop. Roy's going to go to second base on the wild pitch. And the count moves to 1-1. So Greenup County with a runner in scoring position here on the visiting second. Now can they cash in on the opportunity of the first hit of the ball game and gets a runner aboard. Lewis County had a runner out to second and left them there in the home first. Corners in at the corner of the grass. They come inside with a breaking ball and it misses 2-1. And you may look at an opportunity here to play a little small ball. Ahead in the count, you're looking for a strike, something you can get down the first base line just to try to move your runner across. He rockets this one over the third base side. That's a fair ball. It gets down the line. McGlone cuts it off. He'll fire it back in. Moving up on the throw is going to be Hunter Holbrook. It's going to be an RBI single, and Greenup takes an early 1-0 lead.
Up next, number 2, Luke Boggs.
So Holbrook with a single moves up on the throw toward the plate. And now Luke Boggs steps in. Boggs, a sophomore, batting .239 on the season. Bunts this one down the third base line, and it's a dandy. Smike's going to get there, but they can do nothing with it. And nobody's at second base, and a heads-up base running there by Boggs. So the second and third with nobody out here in the visiting second inning, and Greenup County in business. So a bunt single.
Number 10, Colin Alexander.
And then Boggs moves up on the last play as nobody was at the bag, and he just took off. So the catcher, Colin Alexander, digs in. That one's downstairs for a ball. 1-0. 195 hitter on the year. 8 hits, 12 driven in. 2 runners in scoring position for Greenup, who leads at 1-0 here in the second. Nice pitch at the knees, a called strike. 1-1.
That area right there in the spot of the ball.
3 hits in the inning. One has brought home 1 run. Musketeers looking for some more. Reeder trying to limit the damage. 1-1 hits him.
Follow him on down.
So the hit by pitch will load the bases. And it'll bring in the right fielder of Kyler Robinson.
Up next, number 21, Tyler Robinson.
Robinson, a freshman, batting .250 on the season. 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Great opportunity here for the Musketeers. We'll get a courtesy runner over at first base as Rowe will come on to run. Again, the numbers on the KHSAA website not matching up with the numbers that are on the back of the jersey tonight, but that's the numbers we went with off of the lineup card we were given. First pitch misses upstairs for a ball. Robinson on the KHSAA website wearing number 25. He's in a jersey of 21 tonight. Bases covered up with Musketeers. Here's a chopper toward the hole on the third base side. Ferguson fields and throws. It's up the line. Everybody's safe, and it's 2-0 Musketeers. An infield single as Ferguson had to range deep in the hole and just try to cut loose one to get a chance at a throw, but
number 12, Gage Lamar.
No chance of doing so. So 2 runs across here in the visiting second, and now Gage Lamar steps in, the left fielder. Batting 152 on the season with 5 hits and 6 driven in. Corners in on the infield. That one's past the catcher. That's going to bring home another run on the passed ball and make it 3-0. Some may say it's a wild pitch. When it goes between the legs of the catcher, that's a pass ball all day. So Rowe over to third, Robinson out at second. Greenup with 3 across here in the second inning. Lamarck ahead 1-0. Hits this one out to right field. Toller dropping back, drifting toward the line. He'll make the catch, tagging his Rowe. The throw comes toward the plate. It's not in time. The sacrifice is complete, and it's 4-0 Greenup. Also tagging from second to third is Robinson. And that'll take us back to the top of the order, the shortstop of Sawyer Hatfield.
Number 9, Sawyer Hatfield.
Hatfield 0 for 1 tonight. Last night, 1 for 3 with a run driven in. Reader from the stretch with a runner at third. This one comes in and hits him. Squared to bunt and turns his shoulder to the side, and runners are going to be at the corners now. And Casey Gammon to the plate.
Next,
Gammon grounded out on a hard ball out to the shortstop his first time through today. So Gammon looking up at a 4-run spot to his cause, and a chance to help that here with a runner at first and third. Trying to go with a hit and run, and Gammon fouls this one away off the first base side, 0-1. Four hits in the inning have produced 4 runs. Hatfield leaks away from the bag over at first base. Robinson at third. Reeder settles to the plate. To the outside corner, called strike, 0-2. Throw down to second, gets past. That's going to allow Robinson to score and make it 5-0. So credit Hatfield with the steal. Robinson's going to score on the throwing error. So the first error of the ball game for the Lions. Now an 0-2 count with a runner at second base. That one's past the catcher as well. And now Hatfield stands 90 feet away from making the 6th run of the inning. Five across in the frame on 4 hits. A couple of hit batters. And a pair of errors. Or 1 error, excuse me. Gammon ropes this one to straightaway center field. Plank settles under it. Makes the catch. Here comes a throw toward the plate. It's not going to be in time as falling across the plate is Hatfield. And it's 6-0. So a sacrifice fly by Casey Gammon as he picks up the RBI. So the base is empty, 2 down, and Ty Logan steps in, 0 for 1. Logan grounded out to second in the inning. Logan last night 1 for 4 with a run driven in. Breaking ball, swung on a missed. Slight breeze picking back up here at the ballpark. Beautiful evening for baseball here in Vanceburg here in this middle of April. A 1 breaking ball. That one doesn't tumble over. Its count goes to 1-1. The 9th batter of the inning by Ty Logan at the plate. Musketeers trying to bat around. Logan flares one down the left field side, and McGlone can't get there. That one will fall in for a base hit. 5th hit of the inning for the Musketeers. And the 10th batter of the inning of Gavin Roy comes to the plate, his 2nd time in the inning. Roy hit a bullet back at Reeder on the mound his first time through this evening. Came around to score the first run of the ball game. Logan with a healthy lead over at first base. A delayed steal, and Jordan slings this one into center field.
Kind of keep that second base running right now. See if he goes.
Roy would like to poke this run in out at second base and make it a 7-run inning. He hits this one to straightaway center field, Plank camping under it. Can of corn makes the catch and ends the inning. But a 6 spot on the board for the Musketeers on 5 hits. They leave a runner aboard. 6-0 as we go to the bottom of inning number 2 when we return after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
We head off to the bottom of inning number 2. 6-0 Greenup. We up this inning for the Lions. Mike Detillion and Jordan. 5, 6, and 7. 6 runs on 5 hits. Musketeers batted through, sit 10 to the batter's box in that frame.
Up next for the Lions, number 10, Zane.
So Zane Smike will start us off. Smike, the third baseman this evening. Batting .348 with 8 hits, 5 driven in, 2 doubles and a walk. Casey Gammon working with a 6-run lead. Pipes that one in at the knees for a called strike 0-1. First time here with us on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit that bell. Each time we put out new material, we'll alert you to your mobile device. Towering fly ball over to first. Roy settles under it. 1 down in the inning. That brings in the first baseman, Brody Detillion. Detillion, the junior, batting .333 on the season. 11 hits, 6 driven in with 2 doubles and 3 walks. This one's out to left. Lamarck drifting into the gap. Reaches up, makes the catch. And a quick second out here in the second. That's something if you're Casey Gammon, right now you're pitching to contact.
Number 33.
You want ball and play to let your defense work behind you with a 6-run lead. So the catcher, Parker Jordan, climbs in. Jordan batting .143 on the season with 3 hits and a run driven in with a double. Jordan, a sophomore. Misses wide for a ball, 1-0. Just low, 2 balls and no strikes. Toller would go next if the inning continues. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike. Greenup trying to get above 500 on the season at 8-8 on the season. Lewis sits at 3-9 as this one's fouled straight back. Again, the only games that matter through the regular season, though, are those 6 district seeding games. Everything else are just practice contests, getting you ready for the district tournament. 2-2. Here's a rope back out into center field and a 2-out single for the catcher. Nice piece of hitting there by Jordan as he picks up Lewis County's first hit of the contest.
Up next for the Lions, number 0, Bryson Bowler.
So we got a courtesy runner for the catcher over at first base as Stevenson will come on to run. And Bryson Toller, the right fielder, steps in. Toller, a junior, batting 200 on the season, has only appeared in 2 games coming into this one. Stevenson at first base, leaks away from the bag very shortly. Gammon spikes this one downstairs for a ball as Toller shows bunt. Logan guarding over at third base up on the grass. Toller pulls it back and swings through it and evens the count at 1-1. Bob McGlone stands in the on-deck circle, would go next. 1 on, 2 down here in the second. 6-0 Greenup after a 6 spot in the top half of this inning. Right-hander settles back on it. Stevenson leaks away from first base. Quick throw back over. Ball kicks away from the first baseman, but Stevenson will stay put. Gammon's got a quick move to first, especially for a righty. Comes from that from his brother Kyle, who had a really good first move as well. Toller settles back in, a 1-1 count with 2 down in the inning. Check back over. Stevenson, a late move. Just gets back in before the tag of Roy. Lewis 30 of 37 on stolen base attempts on the season. Got to dig out first base as it's covered up. I may have to, here comes the spade to dig out the hole with. The things we have to do in the game of baseball. And that dirt goes back down in that hole, and it's still not enough. There it went. Just had to get it turned the right direction. So the biggest play of the game right now is the young man with the spade. Dig the dirt out of the hole. All right, we go back to play with a 1-1 count. Fastball chopped foul over into the third base dugout. Count moves to 1-2. Stevenson away from first, and now Toller requesting time again. One-two pitch lifted skyward behind the plate. Alexander giving it a look. He's going to run out of real estate. That one's going to get over top of the netting. Almost got Marty Mills in the head. It would have bounced if it hit him, though. Coach Mills and his Rams off tonight, so making the trip up here to Vanceburg to take a look at his next district opponents. In Lewis County on Monday and Tuesday for the Rams. We'll be in Vanceburg on Monday. We'll be back in Rayson on Tuesday. We'll have both of those games for you on Kool TV. And then Greenup County on the following Monday. They'll be at home on Tuesday with the Musketeers. Pitch to the outside corner of the infield was headed to the dugout. Mr. Umpire says not so quick as the count goes to 2-2. Raceland sits at the top of the district currently after a 2-0 start over Russell. Beating Russell in a come-from-behind fashion 5-3 in Monday night's game, and then held on last night for an 11-9 win up in Russell. Nearly had Stevenson at first base. He was napping as he licked away from the bag, and Gammon nearly picked him off. Payoff pitch. Toller wants time again. Gammon never flinches from the mound. And the pitch misses up and in for ball 4.
All one down.
And there's 2 on with 2 out here in the home second.
Up next for the Lions, number 4, Brayden McGlow.
So Bob McGlone steps in. 357 hitter, 10 hits, or RBI, a double. Opportunity to try to chip away at this 6-run deficit here in the second. Top of the order comes back up if he reaches. They had Stevenson dead to rights, and the shortstop never moved for Gammon's inside move.
Keep an eye on that second. First and second right there.
Glone crowding that inner half of the plate. Gammon throws a dart to the outside corner. 0-1. A 1 breaking ball, lifted foul out of play. Hear Johnny Ballgame down there. Let's go, bub. You can always tell when Johnny's in the ballpark or at the basketball court. Brought me over the lineup card this evening. Hey, bub. You love Johnny. He's been around forever. He's a great guy. Thanks the world of Greenup County Athletics. The 0-2. Chopped back up the middle. Ranging over the bag is Hatfield. He'll step on the bag and take the out, and that'll end the inning. We've played 2 here in Vanceburg. Greenup leads at 6-0. Back for more after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
I'll give away a trivia question right now if somebody can tell me the movie this song played in. This was a good movie back in, I'm trying to think, it was the early 90s. Involved airplanes. I'll give that away. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. 6-0 Greenup. 5, 6, and 7 do up this inning for the Musketeers. Holbrook, Bongs, and Alexander. Musketeers batted around and sent 10 to the plate in that 6-run second inning. Lewis County's had base runners on in both frames, but not been able to push any of them across thus far. Checking on some Major League Baseball scores, Padres have extended their lead over the Cubs, now 4-2 at the bottom of the 8th out in San Diego. Guardians and Orioles, Washington and Pittsburgh just getting underway, as are the Mariners and the Reds up at Great America. Those games are all scoreless. D-backs and Marlins just got underway as well down in Miami. So Hunter Holbrook will start things off, and the first pitch misses wide for a ball. 375 hitter on the year. Swings and pops this one over in the foul area, and it is a foul ball. Now, the reason I have such a long pause there, I did a game up here about 3 years ago. I was with Jack Likens, and I mean the wind was howling. The flag never went to the mast the entire night. And there was a foul ball hit over into the bleachers right there on the third base side. And I said, this one's going to get out of play for a foul ball. And he goes, you sure about that? And about that time, that ball drifts back in play, and they caught it on the grass. The ball moved probably a good 25 feet. And I was like, holy moly. So until a ball touches either the football field or grass outside the fence, I don't call it a foul ball in Vanceburg. 2-1, chopped over towards short. Ferguson gets around it, tosses across, just in time. One down here in the third.
Up next, number 2, Luke Boggs.
So the second baseman of Luke Boggs steps in. Had a bunt single his first time through. Boggs last night 0 for 3 with a walk, also struck out one time. 5 strikeouts by Musketeers hitters last evening. Breaking ball misses upstairs for a ball, 1-0. One down here in the third, 6-0 Greenup. Readers 1-0. Upstairs 2-0. Lifted skyward, straight at Plank out in center. He'll drift more toward the right gap, make the catch. 2 down.
Up next, number 10, Colin Alexander.
So the catcher of Colin Alexander comes in. He was hit by a pitch his first time through. Alexander last night, 2 walks, drove in a run off of one of those walks in the evening. He ropes this one down the right side, but that's a foul ball. Down in the right field corner. That's one of the deals as a lefty. If you could poke one that just gets the line and it gets down in that corner and rattles around, you could run for ages. 305 down the lines, 350 to straightaway, 330 in the power alleys. It is gettable here, but you do have a higher fence. Nice pitch. It just misses somewhere, not certain where. That's looked like a good strike in the upper part of the zone, even the count at 1-1.
3 balls. 3 balls on the 4th ball.
1-1. That one's up and away. 2 balls and a strike. Robinson would go next if the inning continues. Sunny, beautiful evening here in Vanceburg. That one tumbles in there for a called strike. Late breaker there on the 12-6. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two's wild across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here in the third. This one slapped to the right field side and finds its way into right field and a 2-out single.
Up next,
Detillion kind of broke on it, then
Kyler Robinson
broke a little bit late, and that allowed it to get through. It was still going to be a tough play had he even gotten to it either way. Rowe comes on to run for the catcher. So now Kyler Robinson steps in. Robinson 1 for 1, hit a ball in the 6-hole to Ferguson his first time through. Raider to the plate. Runner goes, and this one's fouled away. Robinson last night did not hit. He ran, had 1 stolen base. Last night, Lewis County 10 of 10 on stolen base attempts. Only mustered up 6 hits in the contest. They got 6 of those in the ballgame thus far. 5 of those coming in the second. Two down, 1 on. 6-0 Musketeers. The long pause from Reeder. The high leg kick, runner goes. Throw down to second base is not in time as Rowe goes in standing up. The count moves to 1-1.
Just kind of zoom in right there.
Greenup looking for some more 2-out magic. There's a chopper toward the first baseman. A nice play there by Detillion. He'll haul it in and in the inning. Musketeers get a runner aboard. They leave them there. 2.5 in the books. 6-0 Greenup. Back after this on Kool TV.
JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with a vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
Since 1932, we've been a proud part of Kentucky, dedicated to serving our members with integrity, respect, and a commitment to excellence. We believe that by working together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for retirement, or starting your own business, we're here to help you every step of the way. So stop wishing and start doing. And let's build a financially successful future together. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
One of the most beautiful songs in all of the world, Sweet Caroline. Hey, back to my movie trivia that I threw out earlier. What was the song that the music was playing for? It's Iron Eagle. Great movie. They made an Iron Eagle 2. It was nowhere near as good. So we go to the bottom of the third inning, and we go back to the top of the order for the Lions. Plank, Ferguson, and Ferris, 1, 2, and 3. Plank led things off with a walk his first time through this evening. Pokes this one out of play on the third base side. Plank last night, 1 for 4. 11 hits for the Lions last night. Only produced 7 runs out of those, though. This one's straight back on the netting. He's quickly behind. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2. Chop toward the right side. Getting around it is Boggs. Makes a nice play and a strong throw. 1 down in the inning. Had to range a long ways there over toward the first base side to make the play.
15, Kyron Ferguson.
So Kyron Ferguson comes in. Ferguson 0 for 1, got caught looking his first time through this evening. He pokes this one out in the right side. Robinson dropping back. Reaches up, makes the catch. 2 down. Robinson got tangled up there for a moment and then got turned around and then got a face full of sun. You could see it beaming off those sunglasses out and right.
Up next, number 23, Cam Ferris.
Gammon motoring through the inning here after a slow start in the first inning. 20 pitches, 18 in the second. He's thrown 4 here in the third and has 2 outs to show for it. Now Cam Ferris steps in. Ferris 0 for 1. Flew out to first. 1-0 breaking ball in there at the knees. A call strike, 1-1. Had a chance to visit Osmond Pharmacy and Grill this evening for the first time to grab some food before the ball game. It was phenomenal. I don't know that there's bad food in Vanceburg. We talk about Artie's Pizza, but getting a chance to go to Osmond's tonight was the first time for me, and it was cheeseburger and fries was great. Had a wild cherry smoothie. Very friendly, quick food to get it to as well. 2-1, swung out a missed. 2-2. Gammon back to work. 2-2 fouled away. The only bad part about coming to Vanceburg for a baseball game at a 6 o'clock start is unless you get a shortened game of 4.5 innings, you're not going to be able to make Artie's on a Wednesday through Friday. It's just not going to happen. Usually they're closing up around 8 o'clock, 8:30. We tried to grab it last Friday night, and we finished up with softball, and they were already closing by the time we finished up. 2-2 breaking ball. Just pokes this one out into the gap, and that one's going to tumble in for a 2-out single. Just threw his hands out there, got the bat on the ball, and laces it over top of the shortstop's head. So Ferris on board with the second hit of the contest for the Lions, and the inning continues for the pitcher, Waylon Reeder. Reeder struck out looking to end the first inning. Fans at this one and comes up empty. 0-1. Ferris taking a healthy lead over at first base. Gammon, a long study of the catcher. Has the one he wants. Paul's in the pitch. Tries to spot this on the outside corner at the knees, but misses. 1-1. Downstairs, 2 balls and a strike. Padres finish off the Cubs 4-2. That game gone final out in San Diego. Mariners have jumped on the Reds 1-0 up in Great American. Nice pitch on the slider on the outside corner. Called strike 2-2. Giants take an early 1-0 lead over Philadelphia. Red Sox, Rays, Royals, Yankees getting ready to get underway. 6-0 our score here in Vanceburg. 2-2 pitch. Outside corner called strike 3. That one was a bit outside, as Bob Euchre would say. But either way, it's a called strike 3 and ends the inning. Lewis County leads a runner aboard. We're through 3. 6-0 our score. Off to the 4th after this on Kool TV.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every Epic Stuffed Crust with a whole lot of flavor. And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuff into our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
Off to the top of the 4th inning. 6-0 Greenup in front of Lewis here in this second 63rd District matchup between these two. Greenup County getting the victory last night. 11-7 down in Lloyd. 9 in the top to up this inning for the Musketeers. It'll be Lamarck, Hatfield, and Gammon. Sun beating down here on the playing surface. Beautiful evening. Yeah, not what would you call warm, but it's not cold either, especially what we went through last night. It was just frigid last night. Nice little breeze in the air this evening. Perfect weather for a light sweatshirt if you need something like that. But if you're in the sun, it feels nice. So Gage Lamarck will start us off. Had a sacrifice fly his first time through. First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. I rest my case. I have said all I need to, my friends. Inside joke here in the press box. 1-0. And a BB hit back up the middle. And a leadoff single for Lamarck. 7th hit of the ballgame for the Musketeers here this evening. So it rolls it back to the top of the order. The shortstop, Sawyer Hatfield. Hit by a pitch his last time out. Flew out to first his first time through. Hatfield went 1 for 3 last night with a hit and 2 runs scored. Shows bunts this one in almost to his dugout. Up next for Greenup County, they'll welcome in Portsmouth West on Friday. Then they go to Jackson on Saturday, Jackson, Ohio. Then Russell Monday and Tuesday. They go to Boyd County on Thursday the 24th. Brings East Carter in on Friday the 25th. And then the following Monday and Tuesday, we'll have Raceland. And then Thursday, May 1st, Huntington as we finish out the final 3 weeks of the regular season. It's crazy to think we're already talking about May. Year is flying by already. Sun getting out of the clouds, glistening here at the ballpark. There's a bunt back to the pitcher. Reeder's going to field it and go to first. A high throw, but Tillian with a stretch. The sacrifice is complete. There's one down in the inning. So 1-3 on the putout.
Casey Gammon.
And the pitcher, Casey Gammon, comes in. Gammon 0 for 1. Fly out and a sacrifice fly. Gammon last night 1 for 3 with an RBI. That was going to kick past the catcher and let the runner move up to third base on the passed ball. The Musketeers threatening here in the fourth. They got all 6 of the runs back in the second inning. And they sent 10 batters to the plate. 5 hits, produced 6 runs. And that's where we currently stand. Nice pitch at the knees. 1-1. Ty Logan awaits in the on-deck circle. Will go next. Reaches out and pokes this one into foul territory. Tillian giving it a look. He'll fight the sun, make the catch in foul territory. And a big out there for the second out of the fourth.
Up next, number 13, Ty Logan.
So Ty Logan comes in 1 for 2. Single down the line and left. His first time through, grounded out, or his second time through, excuse me. He's grounded out his first time through. That one grabs the outside corner for a called strike. I'm being generous there. One runs inside. Logan shows a little limbo action. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Gavin Roy would go next if Logan reaches. Ty 1 for 4 last night. 1 for 2 here this evening. That one stays downstairs as the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Mariners dent the scoreboard twice in the first inning. They take a 2-0 lead over the Reds up in Great American. D-backs have jumped out to a 1-0 lead over the Marlins. Giants lead the Phillies 2-0, still in the top of the first inning up in Philadelphia. Tries to work that one in at the belt. 3-1. Reeder gives a nice smile into the home plate area. He wanted that one at the belt, didn't get it. Nice looking pitch. 3-1. Down and in, ball 4. So Logan will take first base on the walk as Reeder gives up his first walk of the ball game. He has hit 2 batters.
Number 23, Gavin Roy.
So Gavin Roy comes in 1 for 2. Singled back through the middle his first at bat and flew out to center his second. At the corners with 2 down. Down and in. Mark at third, Logan over at first. Two and 0. Right hitter set from the belt. Runner goes. That one's a called strike. Throw down to second base is not in time. It goes through and allows the runner to come to the plate and make it 7-0.
Watch that runner at second there.
So the double steal works. So now Logan out at second base. Changeup stays down and away, 3-1. Holbrook will go next. Upstairs, ball 4. And here comes Seth Wallingford. He's making a beeline toward the mound. A pair of 2-out walks here in the 4th. That's given Greenup County another run. They've got 2 on with 2 outs now. And the 5-hole hitter of Hunter Holbrook coming in. Well, we got a break in the action. Take a look at our Kool Sports Trivia question tonight. This date in 1997, this team breaks the record for the worst start to a season. Who was it? You can text me 606-571-7281. A, the Cubs, B, the Tigers, C, the Angels, D, the Twins. Check the answer at the top of the next inning. And again, a little caveat, the team that is the answer to this, that is not the team that holds the record. That was broken.
Up next, number 6, Hunter Holbrook.
So Hunter Holbrook starts things off after the extended meeting on the mound.
Clear. Watch that runner at second. Kind of get that at first and second base. There.
Both runners are going to go. So defensive indifference on the movements there. No stolen bases credited there.
Okay, clear. Try to get that second and third. Like I said, if he runs toward home, I'll take home.
The 0-1. Down and in, squirts away from the catcher. Count evens at a ball and a strike. 7-0 Greenup after 6 in the second inning. One more here in the 4th. 7 runs on 7 hits.
Clear. Ball to ball.
1-1 for Reeder. Stays upstairs. That was pitch number 70. 20 here in the frame. Holbrook 1 for 3 last night. Chop system to the third baseman and right between the legs of Smike and into left field. So a 2-out error will bring home another run and make it 8-0.
Up next, number 2, Luke Boggs.
So at the corners with 2 down, and Luke Boggs steps in 1 for 2. Boggs singled on a bunt his first time through and flew out to center field last time out. 0 for 3 last night with a walk. Also struck out, 1 of 5 strikeouts by Musketeers hitters. Runner goes. Ball's lifted skyward. McGlone dropping back. Reaches up, makes the catch. And that'll end the inning. But the Musketeers tack on 2 more. They leave a pair of runners. It's 8-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning after this on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
We go to the bottom of the fourth inning, 8-0 Greenup.
Number 10, Zane.
5, 6, and 7 due up this inning. Smike, Natillion, and Jordan. Smike 0 for 1. First pitch misses up and in for a ball. Two balls and no strikes. This one's chopped down the third base side, but it was a foul. Jeff's computer's trying to do some crazy stuff tonight. Sorry, last night we got ready to start the softball game over at Raceland, and I went to open up the project file for the game, and it says improper format. Nice slider there for a called strike.
One format it could possibly be.
Yeah, it was like what it was the same thing. So I had to open up a different game and then reset everything and resave it. I was like, how can something that I literally had open not be available? But hey, that's technology. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the third baseman, Smike, who's 0 for 1. Slaps this one foul again. Flew out to Roy his first time through this evening. Smike in last night's contest. 1 for 4 with an RBI double. Slider down and away, and the count goes to full. Jacob Hank is in the house after finishing up a doubleheader over in Grayson Day with KCU softball. There's a ball floated out towards second base. That one gets into right field. And Smike on with a leadoff single. Lewis County has had runners on base in every inning. Just not been able to squirt anybody across.
Up next, number 3.
So the first baseman of Brody Natillion comes in, flew out to left his first time through. Natillion last night 1 for 3 was caught stealing. Fans at the first pitch and comes up empty. One and one. Breaking ball in at the knees for a called strike. 1 and 2. Quick check of the runner at first base. Smike back in easily. 8-0 here in the home fourth. The 1-2. Poked foul over on the third base side. 1 and 2. Softball action tomorrow night over at Raceland as Greenup County comes in. 6 o'clock first pitch. We'll be with you at 5:50 for pregame coverage. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for the first out here in the fourth. Gammon's 4th strikeout of the ball game.
Up next for the Lions, number
And that brings in the catcher, Parker Jordan.
Jordan.
Jordan smoked a single his first time through to center. Was downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Jordan did not play last night. Getting the star behind the dish this evening. Check of the runner over at first base as Gammon comes set at the chest. 1-0, chopped foul at the plate. Orioles have jumped all over the Guardians, 4-1 now, and going to the bottom of the 3rd inning up in Baltimore. Giants hammering the Phillies 4-0, the bottom of the 1st inning up in Philly. 1-1, breaking ball tumbles in for a cold strike. Winners today, Blue Jays over the Braves. Twins beat the Mets in 10. Brewers over the Tigers. Astros fall to the Cardinals, and the Padres beat the Cubs. 2 late games tonight, Angels and Rangers, Rockies and Dodgers. Angels, Rangers get going at 8:05, Rockies, Dodgers at 10. Athletics and White Sox getting ready to get fired up as well. Here's the 2-2. Lifted skyward in the infield. Hatfield at short, gathers it up. 2 down in the inning.
Up next for the
So brings in the right fielder, Bryson Toller.
Toller,
a walk victim, his first time through this evening. Mike still over at first base. Comes up empty on the slider, down and away. McClone would go next if the inning continues. The 0-1. Top of the zone there on the slider again. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Goes upstairs with a high cheese. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And the Lions go quietly here in the 4th. We've played 4, 8-0 Greenup. Back after this on Kool TV.
Here at Kentucky Christian University, we believe that nursing saves lives. Nursing is more than a career, it's a calling. KCU has a reputation for producing exemplary graduates who excel both clinically and professionally. With options for both in-person and online studies, KCU is ready to help you begin the career of your dreams today. Find out more at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Off to the top of the 5th we go in an 8-0 ball game with Greenup in front. Due up this inning for the Musketeers, 7, 8, and 9, Alexander, Robinson, and Lamarck. Jeff's got to look at something here. He didn't ask me, and I didn't tell him, and that's my fault. I should have said something. That's my bad. There we go. Easy fix, though. Easy fix. Hey, we'll check the Kool Sports Trivia question with an out here in this inning. Reader back out to start his 5th inning of work, sitting at 72 pitches. Greenup trying to move to 2-0 in district play that would even them up with Raceland.
Up next, number 10, Colin Alexander.
So Colin Alexander, 1 for 1, hit by a pitch in the ball game. Ropes this one over to the first base side, but a foul ball. The 0-1. This one's a rope over toward first base again, but Ben's foul. Gone out in front with the off-speed pitches. You got to climb the ladder with a fastball. 0-2. Was down and away from the catcher. 1-2. This one's lifted foul. Jordan giving it a run over by his dugout and makes a leaping catch into the gravels. What a play there by the catcher. As the sophomore lays out on the Ison's Cards and Collectibles instant replay. Peels the mask off. The little leap there at the end for the first out here in the 5th. Again, that's the proving fact there that any ball inside in this park is still fair game when it goes into the air. Is you've got a lot of working space to work with in foul territory. So Kyler Robinson steps in 1 for 2 today. That was downstairs for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Starting to get a little bit of a shade cast onto the field from the third base dugout side as the sun starts to drift behind us. And he gets away from Reeder and it's 3-0. Still an absolute gorgeous evening here in this 16th day of April here in Vanceburg. 3-0. Nice pitch at the bell to called strike. Up next for Lewis County. They go to Estill County tomorrow night, and then Morgan County was on the schedule on the 18th. That game has been canceled. There's a rocket back up the middle and a 1-out single for Kyler Robinson, his second hit of the ball game. So after the game tomorrow night, they will be off until Monday, Tuesday with Raceland. They bring Ashland in next Thursday. Ashland game has been canceled, so they have Fairview now on the schedule. They play Ashland on Friday, the 25th. That game got moved over. And then Russell the following week. Gage Lamarck steps in. That one's in the dirt as the runner moves up to second base. So a runner in scoring position again for the Musketeers, who lead at 8-0. This one's fouled straight back. Count evens at a ball and a strike. One. Breaking ball smothered that time by Jordan. Great job by him. That's what you got to do as a catcher. You've got to be able to find a way to make adjustments. Had some balls squirt through his legs early in the ball game, but got that one sized up. Play it off your chest in front of you, and it's the way you can make a play on it. Good adjustment there by the sophomore. 2-1. Downstairs 3-1. Pitch number 85 for Reeder. You got to wonder how much more Coach Wallingford's going to let him roll here if he puts another one on with a free pass. Downstairs ball 4. Kicks away from the catcher. That's going to allow Robinson to move up to third on the wild pitch. And that may be all for Waylon Reeder as Coach Wallingford's headed to the mound. He points toward right field. We're going to get a call into the bullpen. We've got an out here in the top of the 5th inning. We'll tell you about it when we return after this here on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, Go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pop and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Call to the bullpen for Lewis County as the right-hander Bryson Toller will take over, making his 6th appearance on the season. An 0-1 record with a 3-even ERA. 9 1/3 inning of work, 10 hits, 8 strikeouts, 9 walks. 9 runs, 4 of those have been earned. He will inherit runners at the corners with 1 down here in the 5th. Trying to keep this in an 8-0 ball game.
Entering the game for the Lions in right field.
Over into right field now will be Hunter Bivens.
New pitcher, number 0, Bryson.
Waylon Reeder will move to the designated hitter position, so he'll hit for the position of Bivens when it comes through. While Toller continues to warm up, let's take a look at our Kool Sports trivia question. It was on this date in 1997, this team broke the record for the worst start to a season. Who was it? A, the Cubs, B, the Tigers, C, the Angels, D, the Twins. And the correct answer was the Chicago Cubs. Worst start in National League history, a losing streak of 12 with a 4-0 loss to the Colorado Rockies. It broke the modern National League record of 0-10 set by the 88 Atlanta Braves and the overall record of 0-11 by the 1884 Detroit Wolverines. The worst start ever in Major League history was a 21-game losing streak that belongs to the Baltimore Orioles. They went on to lose 107 games that year, which is still not the worst ever in Major League Baseball history. So back to the top of the order, it'll go for Bryson Toller. Reeder's book is still open as both runners on board belong to him. Scores around the bigs. Phillies have gotten on the board. They trail it now 4-2 in the top of the 2nd inning up in Philadelphia. Royals lead the Yankees and the Bronx 1-0. That game in the bottom of the 1st inning. All other games still at the same scores we last reported. So ready to get back underway as Sawyer Hatfield will come in 0 for 1. A fly out hit by a pitch and a sacrifice.
Next up, number 9, Sawyer Hatfield.
Hello, Josh Hughes. Good, sir. How are you?
First.
At the corners with 1 down. Hatfield showing bunt. And then Toller will just step off. Runner goes. Pitch is in the dirt. Smothered there by Jordan. That'll allow Lamar to move out to second base. So 2 in scoring position. And those 2 are a big 2 for Greenup County, who would like to try to end this game in 5. If they could push them across and hold the game scoreless in the home 5th and bring this game to a halt with a run rule. 11-7 winners last night. They lead at 8-0 here in this one. 1-0 pitch, and that one hits him. So the bases are juiced.
Up next,
3rd hit batter of the ball game. So Casey Gammon steps in 0 for 2. A ground out, a fly out on a sacrifice fly in and popped out in foul territory. First pitch, 12-6 curveball that dives downward. Toller got to come to him here with the bases full. Corners in, middle back. One down in the inning. One-0 pitch at the knees, a called strike. Gammon dejected, turns and looks down towards Steve Logan's like, come on. And he's like, hey, it's one pitch. Don't let one pitch define you in this type of an at-bat. The 1-1. He ropes this one into the gap, left center field, a base hit. 2 runs are going to come around to score. Gammon hustling out towards second base. He's going to motor in with a stand-up 2 RBI double, and Greenup makes it 10-0. Case in part right there. He looks down to Coach Logan after being frustrated with the 1-1 pitch call. He says, don't worry about it, get the next one. And he rips it into the gap for an 2 RBI double.
Next up, number 13, Ty Logan.
So Ty Logan climbs in now. Corners stay in for Lewis County on the defensive side. First pitch misses high for a ball. So close the book on Reeder. He goes 4 1/3. 8 hits, 10 runs, 9 earned. Does not strike out a batter, walks 3 and hits 2. The 1-0. Lifted skyward on the third base side. Smike gets called off by Toller. And the pitcher makes the catch in fair territory for the second out of the inning.
Next up, number 23, Gavin Roy.
So the first baseman of Gavin Roy comes in. Roy 1 for 2 in the contest. Two on, 2 out for the Musketeers. Breaking ball stays downstairs, 1-0. Lewis County will need at least a run in the 5th, or this game will come to a halt. The long pause from the belt, the 1-0. Tumbles in there for a called strike, 1-1. Hatfield at third, Gammon out at second. 1-1 and a hard hit ball out of the gap in right field, and that's going to bring home 2 more. It's going to be a 2 RBI single for Gavin Roy, his second hit of the evening, and making it 12-0 Greenup.
Up next, number 6, Hunter Holbrook.
Musketeers' 10th hit of the ball game, as they plated 4 here in the frame. And that brings in Hunter Holbrook, who's 1 for 3. Nice pitch right at the belt, a cold strike. Holbrook a single his first time out, grounded out and reached on an error. 12 runs on 10 hits for the Musketeers. That one's in under the hands. Count evens at a ball and a strike.
First will be.
Toller steps off after the long study. One. Downstairs, 2-1. Roy scampers back to the bag just before the throw over from Toller.
Clear.
The Lions with some work to do in the home 5th. Trying to keep it at a 12-0 deficit needing at least 3 runs now in the home frame. Will come to the plate with 9 in the top. This game's going to come to a close in 5 innings. Greenup trying to move to 2-0 in the season to match Raceland, who sits at 2-0 after a pair of wins over Russell on Monday and Tuesday. Greenup and Russell will tangle on Monday and Tuesday, with Raceland and Lewis Monday and Tuesday at home and homes. 2-1. This one's driven deep. Left field, Bob on his horse, headed back. That one's up against the fence. Roy's going to come around to score from first. Holbrook's going to stand up out at second base with a 2-out RBI double to make it 13-0.
Next up, number 2, Luke Boggs.
The 5th run of the inning. And that'll bring Luke Boggs to the plate, who's 1 for 3.
Second. Insurance right now, Louisiana had to get 4 runs.
So this is the 9th batter of the inning, the 2nd time in the ball game the Musketeers have batted around. There's a little flare over toward first base. Tillian giving it a run and can't make the catch. Tried to go backhand, and it comes out of his glove, and it falls for just a strike on the foul ball.
Go down.
Yep.
Alexander will go next if the inning continues. And Boggs wears it. He's like his older brother, Matthew. He seemed like he got hit at least once a game.
Up next, number 10,
So
Colin Alexander.
the 4th batter that's been hit by Lewis County pitching tonight. And with 2 on and 2 out, the 10th hitter of the inning comes to the plate of Colin Alexander, who's 1 for 2. That one's in the dirt, kicks away from the catcher and up the first baseline. So 2nd and 3rd now on the wild pitch from Toller. Alexander awaits from the left-handed side as Toller comes set from the belt. That one kicks past the catcher into the backstop on another wild pitch. And it'll bring home the 14th run of the ball game. Now Seth Wallingford is going to burn timeout and a visit to the mound as well. So an inning that has gotten out of hand. As the 2nd time of the ball game, the Musketeers have sent at least 10 to the plate. They did it back in the 2nd inning, where he was flexing that foot when he landed on the mound earlier. I watched him kind of grimace when he landed. I don't know if that's what he's working out right now, working in that back calf area. But he had a pitch to the plate, and he landed awkwardly when he came down. And when he did, he was kind of stretching it at that point. So 6 Musketeer runs came across in the 2nd, 2 more in the 4th, 6 more here in the 5th. So the meeting on the mound is commenced. Back to a 2-0 count. That one's in the dirt into the backstop. Boggs will come around to score, make it 15-0. Coach Wallingford talking to the home plate umpire and want to know if he can make a move or without having to make a change, and I believe they're going to call to the bullpen. We'll step out for a break as we get a call to the bullpen here for Lewis County with 2 outs in the 5th.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Call to the bullpen for the Lions as the right-hander Caden Stevenson will come on, making his 6th appearance on the season with a 1-0 record, a 5.88 ERA. He's worked 8 1/3 innings, 9 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 12 walks, 9 runs given up. 7 of those have been earned. He's going to inherit a 3-0 count at the plate as Toller leaves the ballgame due to an apparent injury. We saw Coach Wallingford come out before this batter came to the plate, and he was kind of nursing his calf on the right leg, and then delivered 3 straight balls, and Coach Wallingford said, "That's all, you're done." So Stevenson, a sophomore, will try to close things down here with 2 outs in the 5th inning after a 7 spot's been put on the board. And the Musketeers lead this one 15-0. Two-seam action there by the right-hander. So a 3-0 count at the plate to Colin Alexander. As the outfield shifts into the right side for the left-handed stick. And there's ball 4. So Alexander walks. That walk is credited to Toller, though, as that was his batter when the at-bat started. We get a courtesy runner over at first base for the catcher. Rowe will come on to run. And now Kyler Robinson steps in, who's 2 for 3. Stevenson from the belt. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Pair of singles for the right fielder this evening. 11 total hits for the Musketeers tonight. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Two down in the visiting 5th, 7 across for the Musketeers. 1-1 pitch down and in. Nearly catches Robinson. The count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Gage Lamarck would go next if the inning continues. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Sun has disappeared from behind us. Light starting to beam down on the playing surface, and the wind has laid down as well. 2's wild across the board. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will bring the 5th to a close. 7 runs on 4 hits Musketeers leave a runner aboard. Time to stretch here at the ballpark. 15-0 Greenup. Back after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Casey Gammon trying to close things out, leading 15-0. 15 runs on 11 hits. No errors, no runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for Lewis County. You'll start in the bottom of the order. McGlone and then back to the top of Plank and Ferguson.
Next to the lines, number 4, Braden McGlone.
So Bob McGlone 0 for 1. Grounded into a fielder's choice out at shortstop the end of the inning, his first time through tonight. Gammon offering his 75th pitch to start the fifth. This one's fouled away at the plate. That one's off the catcher. That one smarts. One of those balls that it finds a way to find skin. I spent all my life behind the plate, and it didn't matter how many shin guards, chest protectors, paddings, anything you put, the ball found skin every single time. So Alexander settles himself behind the plate. Gammon back to work with a 1-1. Throws a dart on a two-seam fastball to the outside corner that comes back in 1-2. This one a little excuse me swing that hops up the line on the first base side, and a red carpet roll, if you will, out to Roy at first base on the high hop for 1 out in the fifth. So back to the top of the order we go in Connor Plank. A walk and a ground out. That one misses down and in for a ball, 1-0. Mariners have extended their lead on the Reds, now 3-0, bottom of the fourth up in Great American. D-backs and Marlins even at 1 in the fifth. Pirates have opened up a 1-0 lead, bottom of the fifth inning up in Pittsburgh over the Washington Nationals. Red Sox lead the Rays 1-0 down in St. Pete. Two 2-1. Runs inside. 3 balls and a strike. Ball 4.
Up next, number 15.
So Gammon, his third walk of the ball game. And that brings in the shortstop, Kyron Ferguson. A strikeout and a flyout. And we're going to have to dig out first base again. The dive back in by Plank. Dislodged the bag and see if it goes back in without the... Oh, that time it fell in. Found the niche that time. Did not need the trowel to get it out of there. 1-0. Fly ball out to right center. Holbrook drifting into the gap. He'll make the catch. 2 down in the inning. So Cam Ferris comes in, 1 for 2. Lions down to their final out here in the 5th.
Next, number 23, Cam Ferris.
Singled on a line drive to center his last time up. Fans at the breaking ball and comes up empty. One and one. Fly ball lifted to the first base side. Trying to get there was Roy, but he's going to run out of real estate as it gets over the fence and out of play for a foul ball, and the count goes to 1-2. Relief pitcher, I was told, caught it. See some guys down there in the bullpen warming up for the Musketeers, getting some tosses in. They're playing JV afterwards. Yeah. They didn't get a play on Monday night, so do a twin bill here this evening. Game on the head, shake off. Wants the second pitch. Here's the 1-2 to Ferris. Misses high with a fastball. Probably shook off the slider to the fastball and misses up 2-2. See if he goes back to the slider here. Goes down and in with a changeup. The count goes full, 3-2. So that'll let Plank get a head start. Payoff pitch. Breaking ball. Misses for ball 4. Plank was out at second base if we were playing wiffle ball, because Colin Alexander just pegged him from behind the plate. I think he hit him in the hand as he went through. The ball was right at the bag. Nobody was there to field it, and it hit Plank somewhere. I think it hit him on the hand or the arm. You kind of see him out there at second base shaking off his arm. He was out in wiffle ball. That was a heck of a throw from Alexander. So Waylon Reeder comes in 0 for 2. Game of north of 90 pitches now. That was his 92nd of the contest. 2 on with 2 outs. That's a dart on the outside corner to even things at 1-1. Little excuse me swing on a weakly hit ball out to right. Robinson comes in, makes the catch, and that's your ball game. Musketeers win this one 15-0 in 5 innings. Post-game show when we return after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Big innings for the Musketeers calls the end result. As this game comes to an end in 5 innings, 15-0. Musketeers win in order in the first inning. Lewis County got a runner aboard, but could not push it across. Then Greenup sends 10 batters to the plate in the second, resulting in 6 runs. They had 2 more in the fourth. They bat around again in the fifth, plating 7 runs in that inning. And they get out of here with a 15-0 victory over Lewis County to move to 2-0 in district play. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll look at our final numbers and wrap things up here in postgame after this on Kool TV.
Here at Kentucky Christian University, we believe that nursing saves lives. Nursing is more than a career, it's a calling. KCU has a reputation for producing exemplary graduates who excel both clinically and professionally. With options for both in-person and online studies, KCU is ready to help you begin the career of your dreams today. Find out more at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Let's take a look at our final box score here tonight for Greenup County. Roy and Holbrook, as well as Robinson, go with a pair of hits in the contest. Casey Gammon, 1 for 3, drives in 3. Roy and Holbrook add a pair of RBIs in the ballgame. Holbrook and Gammon with doubles as the lone extra base hits in the contest. 3 hits on the night for Lewis County. Ferris, Smike, and Jordan collect those 3 hits. Pitching looks like this. Gammon goes 5 innings, 3 hits, no runs, struck out 5, walked 4. He'll take the win. Reeder goes 4 1/3, 8 hits, 10 runs, 9 earned. Does not strike out a batter. He walks 3. He'll suffer the loss. Toller goes an inning and a third of an inning, 3 hits, 5 runs, all earned. Did not strike out a batter. He walked 1. And Stevenson faces 1 batter officially. He goes into a third of an inning and strikes out the batter that he faces. Final numbers. Greenup County, 15 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They leave 5 runners on base. Lewis County, no runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. They leave 7 runners on base. An hour and 50 to decide this one. Greenup County gets out of here with a 15-0 win in 5 innings as they move their district mark now to 2-0 as Lewis County falls to 0-2. Up next for Lewis County, they will go to Estill County tomorrow. And then they'll be back in action here Monday night when Raceland comes to town in the first of 2 games in that series. Raceland here on Monday, back at Raceland on Tuesday. We'll have both of those games for you right here on Kool TV. Hat tip to my crew tonight, Jeff and Rachel Irwin, Philip Roark taking care of all the camera duties out on the field. Always a great pleasure coming to Vanceburg. Big thanks to all the great folks here with Lewis County Baseball and Lewis County Schools. Always very hospitable when we come into town. Greatly appreciate their efforts as well. Final score tonight, 15-0 in 5 innings. Greenup County wins it. For Jeff and Rachel Irwin, Philip Roark, I'm James Collier saying good night. Thanks for tuning in here on Kool TV.
Thank you for watching another Lewis County Lions broadcast live on Kool TV. This broadcast of Lewis County Lions baseball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.